Monday Night Raw on WWE 2k20 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. We are just a few weeks away from Wrestlemania in-game time, and tonight we're going to sort out who will be our #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships, and with the Triple Threat main event, we'll decide who will face Roode for the Intercontinental Championship at Wrestlemania. Big matches here tonight on this episode. Let's get into it. First up, Billie Kay will take on the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship, Bayley, in our opening contest. Slapjack will be in the corner of Mason T-Bar as they take on Breezango. AJ Styles will have to deal with Mojo Rawley ahead of his big showdown with Samoa Joe at WrestleMania. And speaking of, Samoa Joe will face Riddick Moss. We'll see that match up close and personal. Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura will team up to take on Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. The winner will take on our tag team champions at WrestleMania. And Austin Theory, Sheamus, and Buddy Murphy will fight it out. Triple threat match. Winner faces Roode for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Well, Bayley gets another win, beating Billie Kay. Retribution pick up a win over Fandango and Tyler Breeze, and AJ Styles. Far too good for Mojo Rawley. Now, we'll go ahead and check out Samoa Joe as he takes on the up-and-coming Riddick Moss. Well, Riddick Moss is in the ring for us as Samoa Joe, the former Universal Champion, and the man who is the leader of the group known as Insurgents, is on his way to the ring. One of the most devastating men in all of Universe Mode. He's decided to pick a fight with AJ Styles. The two went back and forth inside the Elimination Chamber. They just have a bitter rivalry. And there's a lot of bad blood. Joe, 47 wins, 64% win-loss. Excellent numbers for a man that has been in the form of his life in the past year. There's no doubt about it. Joe will be very upset that he's not Universal Champion right now, and that's what it's all about for Samoa Joe. He wants to get back to the top, and he believes AJ Styles is standing in his way. So simple equation: get rid of the guy that you don't need. If you want to get to the top, you got to remove the competition. AJ Styles clearly is Samoa Joe's biggest threat. Styles just coming over from Smackdown. He was the former WWE champion over there. He's left Smackdown, now has joined Raw with one goal in mind: to win the Universal Championship. Joe wants to be Universal Champion again as well. And those two just have to fight it out. Whoever beats each other will probably move up the ranks and get that next opportunity post-WrestleMania. That's what it's all about. Samoa Joe, Riddick Moss so far here tonight. It's been Samoa Joe with the early offense and hitting the Samoan drop. Well, this one, Riddick Moss, obviously up-and-coming star, hasn't had too many matches here in Universe Mode just yet. Handful of matches. He had some opportunities in NXT as well as Joe, look out, running center. Don't know how he'll fare tonight. Samoa Joe looks to be pretty frustrated, but there's some offense from Moss. Joe just wants to win this match and get through it and get to WrestleMania. Running Bulldog though by Moss. That's some good offense there. Simple, it's simple for Joe. He just wants to get to WrestleMania, get some momentum, send a bit of a message to AJ Styles, who picked up a win over Mojo Rawley earlier on. So clearly both men going back and forth, picking up some wins for each other. And when they do lock up at Mania, it will be one heck of a match. There is no doubt about that. Especially with the mood that Joe's been in and how much they really targeted one another in the chamber. And there's a big boot by Joe. Got him right flush on the jaw. Maybe even a knockout shot as Moss, though, still has some left in the tank. Back body drop as Moss, midsection kick. Now into the neck breaker. Okay. There is something for Riddick Moss. And he has so much to gain out of this match, Riddick Moss. Puts him on the map. As simple as that. He wins. He beats Joe. He's now a big player here on Raw. If he loses, well, it depends how he loses. If he puts up a big fight, as he's doing right now, big powerbomb, he might still turn a few heads. But if he loses in quick fashion, well, it won't do too much for him. But he's putting up a fight right now as Samoa Joe having to deal with Moss. Left-hand jab. And now Joe, look out! Uranagi! That could be all. Samoa Joe picked him up and slammed him straight into the canvas. Moss in trouble, but he'll kick out. Moss still in this match, but for how much longer? He can't take moves like that and last too much longer, that is for sure. Moss getting a shoulder into Samoa Joe. Oh! Ducked underneath the first clothesline, but Moss caught him in the back of the head. And Joe's got to regroup all of a sudden. Joe will be taking Moss a little lightly to start with, but Moss is starting to come back and test Samoa Joe a little bit here. This is more like it. And now Moss picks up Joe and gets him down close to the ropes. Will there be a rope break? Referee doesn't call it. Instead, Joe must kick out and does at the count of 2. Well, Riddick Moss putting up a fight and showing us that he is not an easy beat. Dropping the elbow into the midsection of Samoa Joe as well, and Joe all of a sudden he's in a bit of trouble. Moss. Oh no, Joe! Thump to the eye! Samoa Joe didn't need to do that. Rake the eye, Moss can't see a thing. And now Joe, Coquina clutch! Locked in! Riddick Moss nowhere to go. Joe reaching back, choking him out. Moss, can he hang on? Can he survive? He's broken the grip and finds an elbow. Riddick Moss stays in the match. And now Moss fighting back with some knees, still going. Drops the elbow again. Surely not. Surely he can't do the upset. Joe with the Coquina clutch couldn't win it. And Joe shot to the midsection. Oh, went for the running drop kick, missing. And now Riddick Moss lining up his man. Gets caught under the midsection. Now Joe Uranagi once again. And now Riddick Moss down for 3. Joe picks up the win. Well, you can see the frustration on the face of Samoa Joe. He had this match won. All of a sudden, Riddick Moss put up a bit of a fight. Well, this is the match at WrestleMania. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, one-on-one. It's about moving up the ranks. It's about claiming your spot as the top dog on Raw. Riddick Moss, great effort from him, but not enough to beat Joe tonight. Well, now it's time to find who will be the #1 contenders for WrestleMania for the Raw Tag Team Championships, which of course are held by Elias and Kevin Owens from Insurgents. Well, we've got a couple of teams that have just joined up together over the last few months, both looking to really, find their place on the roster, find their purpose. New friendships have been formed and alliances have been made, and both have been very successful in their endeavors to become potential tag contenders. Shinsuke Nakamura, the first man on the way, he's on the way to the ring, and his partner, of course, is Finn Balor. This is an all-star tag team. Nakamura, multiple-time United States champion, has been excellent in everything he has done in Universe Mode. And if you want to talk about excellent, well, look no further than Finn Balor, the longest reigning WWE champion in Universe Mode history. Finn Balor holding the championship for 1 whole year. That's right, 1 whole year was just simply incredible. 49 wins to his name, 62% win-loss. This is one of the absolute best in Universe Mode. There's no disputing that. This guy is the real deal. Well, he's teamed up with Nakamura as of late, and they have been excellent as a tag team. I've really enjoyed their run together. But now, this is it. They've had a handful of matches together. It's time to determine whether they are the real deal or not. Is this just a little short-term thing, or is this a genuine team that could become champions? That's what we're here to find out. Which one of these makeshift tag teams are the real deal? Is it Corbin and Dolph Ziggler? Well, these two guys haven't had as much success as a singles in recent times. Certainly Baron Corbin, yet to hold a championship in Universe Mode. Hasn't really had a lot of luck. His tag team partner is a little bit different, but Corbin, this is something that he really needs to put him on the map here in Universe Mode. This is a great opportunity for him to win a championship, become a champion, and become a real threat on the roster. He's been one of those guys that's been always in the mix, but hasn't been able to take that leap to becoming the real deal. Dolph Ziggler has been the real deal in the past. He's a former WWE champion here in Universe Mode, and he has done it all. US champion on many occasions. Tag team championships, not so much. Look at that record, 98 wins to his name. It shows the experience he's had. He has been brilliant. 200 matches for Dolph Ziggler. This is a milestone for him. Can he make it a big one? A match that will seal him a place at WrestleMania for the Tag Team Championships. We're underway. Nakamura and Corbin will start us off. Two good tag teams. Probably the best two tag teams right now. Both wanting to become tag team champions for the first time together. Corbin, Nakamura one-on-one to start things off here. Dolph Ziggler and Finn Balor will get their chances later on. And Corbin, this is about, as I said, really proving that he belongs. You know, individually, Corbin's probably got the weakest resume out of everyone. Certainly has the worst record out of everybody individually. And that has to weigh on his mind a little bit. You know, you got a guy like Finn Balor who's been champion for a year. You got Nakamura, been US champ a couple of times and has been excellent. Both have had to deal with insurgents over the last year or so. They've both had championship matches and main event scenarios for the Universal Championship. They've both been to the top. And they've both had to deal with insurgents, as I said, which was one of the reasons why they formed that tag team together. You know, they teamed up together in a Survivor Series scenario and kind of formed a friendship and an alliance that, you know, they both decided, hey, let's make a team of it. You know, over the last couple of months, they've been really focusing on the tag division since the Royal Rumble has passed, and they've decided that they want to become champions together. Corbin and Ziggler, on the other hand, well, our Raw General Manager Christian, he decided just to throw this team together and see how it would go. You know, two guys that were kind of doing not a lot, you know, and he decided, well, let's see how these two guys would fare together. Two guys that, you know, you got Ziggler, who's a great technician, Corbin, a bit more power about him, he can, you know, outmuscle majority of his opponents. He certainly has a bit of size. You know, it's a pretty good combination on paper. And realistically, this is a team that could beat a lot of great teams if they're on their top of their game. But that's been their problem. They haven't been able to be at their very best on top of their game. As we're going to get a double tag. Ziggler's in, and now Finn Balor is in. And ever since joining up together, they have been able to string together a few wins. And as we said, Dolph Ziggler, 98 wins, not too far away from notching up 100. In fact, if he wins tonight and goes to WrestleMania, that could be his 100th win at WrestleMania, winning the Raw Tag Team Championships. That would be special. Of course, 100 wins will get you the golden armband, which will be a way that we signify all the 100 Club participants, all the members. Speaking of the 100 Club, Sheamus has 99 wins, and he's chasing his 100th win tonight. Now, main event coming up next. We currently only have 3 members of the 100 Club. Ziggler and Sheamus both close to joining it to make it 5. Finn Balor at the moment not too worried about 100. He's just worried about this next win, and that is getting himself to WrestleMania. At the moment, a count of 6. Balor working on the outside. He's been driving Ziggler into the steel steps on a few occasions. Ziggler this time trips over the steps. Balor's back in. He'll take a count-out win. That's all he needs. Count-out will get him to WrestleMania. Tags in Nakamura. Shinsuke's happy to get the count-out as well. Count of 9. Ziggler in trouble! And no, Nakamura slid out of the ring. I feel like Ziggler wouldn't have made it back in time. It would have been very close. Nakamura decided to get the jump on Ziggler because he probably realized Ziggler may get back in there. Well, nonetheless, count of 9. Close call for Ziggler and Corbin. This is probably our first real opportunity to see Ziggler and Corbin in action on a big stage here on Raw. We've seen them in some of our other matches, but not as a showcase match. And this is a great chance to really see if this team is the real deal. So far, they haven't really put it together yet. Team chemistry is going to be difficult to really learn on the fly, and that's probably the real lack for both these teams. Individually, they're all really good. But it's about working together as a team, frequent tags in and out, keeping each other fresh. And Ziggler doing a little bit more of that, realizing he's in a bit of trouble and brings in the bulldozing Baron Corbin. We're going to take a quick break of the match, though. We'll be back after this. The winner of the Women's Royal Rumble was Bayley. She wants the Raw Women's Championship around her waist. To do it, she's got to beat Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. The two of the premier best talents we've got on Monday Night Raw, they will fight it out at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Championship. In the comments, who do you think will win? Yes, in the comment section down below, please let me know your prediction. Will it be Bayley or will it be Becky Lynch? I'm going to say my money might be on the champion at this point. She has nearly had 1 year of complete dominance, and it's hard to really go past her. Bayley, though, big Royal Rumble win. You never know. Ziggler at the moment. Oh, Tornado DDT on Shinsuke Nakamura. Baron Corbin had a nice little run, but tagged in Ziggler during the break, and now the sleeper hold. Shinsuke in some danger here. Finn Balor realizes he's going to break it up. He's going to try, and there it is. Ziggler forced to break it up. And now Nakamura could be seeing the some stars and fairies at the moment. He seems to be okay. I thought he might be out, off on his feet a little bit, but not too dazzled at the moment. Ziggler, this is where he needs to seal the deal, because you know, Dolph Ziggler, he's a show-off. Let's be real. He loves to show off. He loves to show everyone how great he is. But when you got Nakamura, who's a bit dazzled, a bit dazed, doesn't really know what's happening, this is a chance where you can win the match. Find the super kick, find the zigzag, whatever it's got to be to win. And that's what Ziggler's got to do, and that's something that I feel like has really been an issue with his game over the last couple of seasons. You know, back in Season 3, he was the man. Dolph Ziggler became a WWE champion. That's right. He won the WWE Championship. It was an amazing moment, a great accomplishment. Yes, it didn't last long at all, but nonetheless, it was a huge moment. Of course, Ziggler and Finn Balor, plenty of history there as well about that championship. And now Ziggler, he's got the sleeper locked in again. Really wrapped up this time, but Balor will break it up and save things for his partner again. This is where Nakamura is going to find a tag. He's going to try and get Ziggler in a corner, create a bit of separation, find the tag. You've got a guy like Nakamura who is used to being on his own for all these years. It's difficult for him to really change gears and really turn his attention to the tag division and focus on it and go, you know, really all in on it, because this is a guy that, you know, if he had his way, I'm sure he would love to be in the main event, competing for the Universal Championship, which of course Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar will show down at WrestleMania for that championship. But instead, Nakamura, you know, look, he's doing something different. Tag team division. Is this where he wants to be? If he really wants to be tag team champion, he really has to commit to this team. And things like not tagging his partner and not really showing any chemistry between himself and Balor at the moment does have a few warning signs. Got to say, Ziggler and Corbin have probably worked a little bit better together so far. Both teams have had around about the same amount of experience. But, you know, to be fair, Finn Balor and Nakamura have probably been around as a team a little bit longer. Nakamura will drive Ziggler into the corner now. This is a great chance for a tag. He'll get it. Finally has a chance to go for it. He does. Balor and Nakamura now. Double back body drop, and that's more like it. Tag team work there between two great individuals. Let's not forget it, Insurgents. You know, those guys were individuals forming a big group, a big faction, if you will. They've been together for about a year now, or close to. So, Insurgents have an amazing record, about 90% win-loss. So you really have to be at your absolute peak when it comes to tag team work if you are going to take them down. Ziggler back to his feet now, thanks to Balor, and he'll throw Finn Balor back in. Dolph Ziggler's going to find something. Is it a zigzag? Or is it going to be a super kick? He's on the verge of potentially winning this match. Finn Balor's a bit fresher, though. And Finn Balor, oh no, he's got Ziggler right where he wants him in the corner. I thought it may have been Ziggler looking to secure the win, but instead it's Finn Balor lining him up with a big kick into the corner. He's got Ziggler down. Will he look to go for it? No! Goes for the cover instead. Is that a bad idea? I gotta say yes. Corbin breaks it up. To be fair, Ziggler's still in position if Balor wants it. And I think he does want it. He's gonna line him up. Here we go. Balor not wasting any time with a coup de grace. Off the top of the rope. The cover. Corbin can't get there in time. And Finn Balor wins this match for his team. Balor and Nakamura will go to WrestleMania. They win. They are the new #1 contenders. They will face Insurgents for the Raw Tag Team Championships. We've confirmed one contender. Let's confirm another. our main event, as Sheamus is on his way to the ring. He'll look to become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship and what could be a milestone night for the Celtic Warrior. This man, 99 wins in Universe mode, 51% win-loss. Former world champion. He has been Intercontinental champion in the past. He has been fantastic. Last couple of months though, he's been a little bit up and down. Great opportunity for him to rectify that, pick up his 100th win and take him to WrestleMania. Well, his opponent tonight, his first of the two opponents tonight, is going to be Buddy Murphy, a man who actually beat Sheamus in a shock upset around Royal Rumble time to earn a shot at the Intercontinental Championship at the Rumble. Buddy Murphy has been on a roll. He has been working his butt off to become Intercontinental Champion. That has been his goal, that's been his dream, and he has done everything in his power to get himself as close as possible to it. 9 wins to his name, 33% win-loss. That record was a lot worse not too long ago. He has done great to turn that around a little bit. And this is a guy that he is determined. He has almost changed his style. He's gone away from that cruiserweight style, bulked up a little bit more in hopes that he could one day beat Robert Roode. That is his goal. It is as simple as that. Lastly, in this match, in this triple threat, is a newcomer to Monday Night Raw, Austin Theory. Murphy and Theory, a bit of history against one another already. Buddy Murphy picking up a win over Austin Theory recently at the Elimination Chamber. 2 wins to his name, and the 1 loss, of course. Well, this is a guy that's got a bit of potential himself. He's trying to get himself started here on Monday Night Raw, and he's been given this great opportunity, the chance to be the #1 contender for WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. It doesn't get much better than this for him. So this is a huge opportunity for him, and he needs to try and make the most of it. Austin Theory, Sheamus, and Buddy Murphy. Triple threat main event for Monday Night Raw tonight. The winner will face Robert Roode at WrestleMania, and Austin Theory just going to get his couple of moments of glory in just before we start this one off. He wants the crowd to let him know how great he is. Well, he needs to prove that he is great before the crowd will do so. We're underway though. Sheamus, Theory, and Murphy to get us underway. And Theory with a big slam to start on Sheamus, as we said, chasing 100 wins for him. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many wins you got. This is the only one that matters right now, because Sheamus could get a 100th win to take into WrestleMania. Buddy Murphy could get just his 10th win and do the exact same. So Murphy needs to try and forget about the past, all the issues that he's had, all the losses he's had, and focus on the current. And he's been doing that so well recently. He's getting closer and closer, I feel, to finally proving himself to be a worthy contender for the Intercontinental Championship. You know, Murphy, when he beat Sheamus around the Royal Rumble time and he took on Robert Roode in a losing effort at the Rumble, you know, we said that it would be a huge upset. It would be a miraculous win. He wasn't ready for Robert Roode, but Murphy spent the last 2 months, ever since that loss, he's thought about that loss every day. He has worked and trained as hard as possible to get to the point where he was ready to face Robert Roode. And if he wins tonight, it may finally prove that he is ready and he is capable of beating Roode. You know, Robert Roode has pretty much made it very clear he does not care about Buddy Murphy at all. He's got no interest in Buddy Murphy, doesn't want to fight Buddy Murphy. In fact, Robert Roode wants to fight someone different. He doesn't care about Murphy at all, but Murphy is obsessed with Robert Roode almost. As we said, he is trying to change his style in just hopes that he could beat Robert Roode. That's how badly he wants that championship. You know, it would be almost heartbreaking for Murphy to lose at the final hurdle. And here's the deal, it's a triple threat. He could lose this match without even being involved in the decision. So this is how important this match is for him. He needs to keep an eye on every single second of action in this one and stay on top of things. As Sheamus right now, as we said, chasing 100 victories. It'd just be a great moment for Sheamus, a guy that's worked hard throughout the last 5 seasons of Universe Mode. Whether you like him or hate him, he's been a champion, and whatever he's done, Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion, World Heavyweight Champion at one point, you know, he's done it all. So Sheamus, you know, as I said, like him or hate him, you have to show him a bit of respect, especially if he can get 100 victories here tonight. join that exclusive club. Only 3 other men are in the 100 club. Oh, big moonsault by Theory. We haven't spoken about him in detail yet, but keep an eye on him. And he gets a 2 count. Theory, a newcomer, a rookie, if you will, to the Universe Mode ranks, to the Monday Night Raw ranks. But he is no rookie in reality. He can go. He is capable. And whether, you think the focus is on Sheamus and Murphy, well, think again, because Austin Theory is a threat. Right now, not so much. Taken down with the powerbomb thanks to Buddy Murphy. He picks up Sheamus. There's a bit of strength on display by Murphy. We spoke about it. He's been trying to bulk up a bit to try and match up with other potential candidates in the Intercontinental Championship scene. Sheamus with an eye rake, and now Theory working away on Sheamus. Sheamus right now, and Murphy's against those ropes. Sheamus bowls him over with a shoulder block takedown. Murphy not even moving at the moment. Sheamus realizing. And he may have suckered him in a little bit there, taking him over the top. Well, we spoke about it briefly, but Murphy did beat Sheamus to get that championship match originally. You have to think that these two guys are going to be in a bad blood. Sheamus is going to want his win back. He's going to want that revenge, and pretty sweet if he could beat Buddy Murphy to pick up his 100th here tonight. Bring up the century. That would be quite special for Sheamus. Murphy, though, slams him on that steel railing there on that rampway. That's not gonna be pretty at all. Sheamus back in. Austin Theory, he wanted some of the action. He wanted to get out there and fight, but not to be. Back inside the ring. Theory catches the leg of Murphy and spins him around with a single leg takedown. And now Murphy trying to regroup a little bit here. And now Theory, DDT! Austin Theory with a DDT, and that could seal it right here. Hooks the leg. Sheamus going to get up in time. Is he? Counter 2. Won't matter. Kick out by Murphy. Theory thought for a second. Sheamus now has Murphy up on the shoulders, and he rolls through with Murphy there, and now bowls over Austin Theory as well. Excellent from Sheamus. Now going to try and defeat Austin Theory. I think he needs a little bit more, but pressure applied to Theory nonetheless. Now Sheamus has Theory up, and look out, backbreaker. Murphy's down, perfect chance for Sheamus to try and find that bro kick potentially to win it. Oh, what a DDT though! Austin Theory, great elevation on the DDT, but not enough. Wow. Impressed me, but Sheamus not having any of it. He kicks out at 1. Murphy getting Sheamus over the top. Theory missing out, and what a kick by Murphy. Taking down Theory. Now the running knee. Struck him right in the jaw. Sheamus down. Murphy could win it from here. Theory struggling after that knee strike. He's in a bit of trouble, but he'll kick out. Sheamus trying to get to his feet. And right now, Murphy still has Theory alone in the ring. Sheamus, though, back to a knee, back up now. Austin Theory rolls out of the way. He comes back after Murphy. Theory! I thought he was going to go for the neck breaker, but he spun him back round and drove him face first into the canvas. Murphy could be out cold. Sheamus should go for the cover on Murphy here. He may have it. He wants more, though. And Sheamus went for a big knee strike. Murphy has him up. Sheamus trying to fend him off. Right hands. He's able to get away. And Sheamus, what about that suplex? Half Nelson threw him over the top. Excellent maneuver. And now Sheamus going to work on the draw. Slow it down a little bit. But I feel like he has a chance to hone in and go for the win. Close it out here. Sheamus, right hand. Theory trying to get back in the ring. Keep an eye on him. Theory is back in now. And Sheamus missing the clothesline. Went for a haymaker. And now Theory, big DDT again. He's used that so well tonight, but has not got him the win just yet. Sheamus rolls over Murphy. Theory's going to watch on. He'll break it up. Now Theory. I feel like Theory has been targeting Murphy more so than Sheamus. A little bit more concerned about dealing with Sheamus with the extra size and power. But Theory now has to face it. Sheamus is in the corner. Theory watches Murphy closely. Comes back after Sheamus, but he wasted way too much time. And now Sheamus, Irish Curse backbreaker. Oh, he's still going. He's not done yet. And now 3 right onto the knee. Breaking the back of Austin Theory. At least the pain will feel like it was. Great German suplex there by Murphy. Now Murphy thought about some more. Can't quite get it. Big kick. Didn't catch a lot of it, but enough to keep Sheamus staggered. The clothesline. Theory's down, so a chance for Murphy if he can take the most of it. Oh, great power! What about the strength from Murphy? Oh, he got him! Buddy Murphy! Will this be it? Murphy spun him down, drove him into the canvas, and Murphy takes advantage of Theory being down. And Buddy Murphy picks up the win that will take him to WrestleMania. What a victory for Buddy Murphy. He has worked so hard to come back from all the trials and tribulations, the adversity, the struggles, the defeats, and now he will go to WrestleMania for a rematch against the man that he has been obsessed over, a man that he has wanted to beat so badly. He wants to be a champion. He wants to represent Raw proudly. He wants to be known as a legitimate player on the Raw roster. He does not want to be an afterthought anymore. Murphy will have his shot. He'll have his chance at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. Roode versus Murphy. I can't wait. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is all we have time for. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. See you next time.